Greetings and welcome back to our channel where we delve into the fascinating world of science and the unknown. Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey, a journey that takes us back in time to a world inhabited by creatures now lost to the annals of history. We'll explore the mystery that is extinction and its profound impact on our planet's ecosystems. Imagine, if you will, a time when the skies were filled with the fluttering wings of the passenger pigeon, an avian spectacle in a league of its own. Or picture an island where the peculiar dodo bird waddled its way into folklore. And who could forget the mighty woolly mammoth, an ice age giant whose thunderous steps once shook the frozen tundra. But alas, these icons of the past are no more. They have fallen prey to the relentless march of time, to the cycles of life and death that govern all living things. Their loss has altered ecosystems, created voids in nature, and left us with a sense of longing for what once was. Now, what if I told you that these extinct animals could have a second chance at life? That science, in its ever-advancing state, is on the cusp of turning the impossible into reality. This is the tantalizing prospect of de-extinction, a concept that has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. It's an idea that brings with it the promise of resurrection, of reviving species that we thought were lost forever. De-extinction is not about playing God, but about rectifying past mistakes. It's about giving life a second chance, about restoring balance to the natural world. It's about redemption and hope, about the triumph of life over death. It's a prospect that is as exciting as it is daunting. Imagine a world where these extinct creatures roam the earth once again. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But is it really? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the science and ethics of de-extinction in the next scenes of our journey into the unknown. As it turns out, bringing extinct animals back to life isn't just the stuff of Hollywood blockbusters. It's a real scientific pursuit with two primary methods currently in use: selective breeding and cloning. Let's begin with selective breeding, shall we? This process involves identifying animals that possess traits of their extinct relatives and breeding them over multiple generations to bring out those ancestral features. A real-world example of this is the quagga project in South Africa. The quagga, a subspecies of plain zebra, was declared extinct in the late 19th century. However, scientists discovered that the quagga's DNA still existed within the genes of the contemporary zebra population. By selectively breeding zebras that expressed quagga traits, they've been able to produce animals that closely resemble the extinct quagga. Fascinating, isn't it? On the other hand, we have the more high-tech approach: cloning. This method requires a sample of preserved DNA from the extinct animal. This DNA is then inserted into the egg of a closely related species, replacing the egg's original DNA. The egg, now carrying the extinct animal's DNA, is implanted into a surrogate mother. In theory, this method could bring any extinct species back to life, provided we have a viable DNA sample and a suitable surrogate. In practice, it's a bit more complicated. Just consider the case of the Pyrenean ibex, a subspecies of the Spanish ibex. Scientists attempted to clone it in the early 21st century using DNA from the last known individual. Unfortunately, the cloned animal only survived for a few minutes due to lung defects. Both these methods have their own challenges and limitations. Selective breeding requires existing animals with the necessary traits, and the process can take many generations. Cloning, while theoretically more direct, is fraught with technical difficulties and ethical questions. It seems we're on the cusp of a scientific revolution, doesn't it? But what are the implications of de-extinction? While the science of de-extinction is captivating, it's equally important to consider its ethical implications. The prospect of bringing extinct animals back to life is undeniably fascinating. However, the ethical questions it raises are both profound and complex. One of the most pressing concerns is the potential for creating new diseases. Imagine, if you will, resurrecting a species that was host to a virus. This virus, having been extinct along with its host, could wreak havoc on modern ecosystems and species, including humans, who have no immunity against it. Then there's the question of the impact on existing ecosystems. Ecosystems are delicately balanced, with each species playing a specific role. Introducing an extinct species could disrupt this balance in unforeseen ways. It's like adding an extra piece to a complex puzzle. The picture could change dramatically. We also need to consider the welfare of the de-extinct species itself. Would it be fair to bring a creature back into a world where its natural habitat may no longer exist, or where it may not be able to thrive? And what of the process of de-extinction itself? It often involves trial and error, with many failures before success is achieved. Is it ethical to create life only for it to suffer and die in the name of scientific progress? Lastly, we must grapple with the moral question of whether we, as humans, have the right to play God. Just because we have the capabilities to bring back extinct species, does it mean we should? It was often our actions that led to their extinction in the first place. Should we not focus instead on preserving the species that are still with us, rather than trying to undo the past? The debate over de-extinction is far from over, and it's a topic that will continue to ignite our curiosity and challenge our ethics. As we move forward, it's crucial that we approach this topic with a sense of responsibility, humility, and a deep respect for the natural world. Isn't it fascinating to think about the potential of science to reshape our world? We've journeyed today through the enigmatic realm of extinct animals, delved into the science of de-extinction, and pondered the ethical implications of such a monumental endeavor. Each step of the way, we've seen how science, in its relentless pursuit of knowledge, pushes the boundaries of the possible and the known. Imagine for a moment a world where the woolly mammoth roams once again, or the dodo bird flutters its wings in the tropical sun. What would that mean for us, for them, for our planet? It's a topic that stirs the mind and sparks the imagination. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of de-extinction, show your support by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking videos, and join the conversation in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world around us.